This is the 21st question of percentages 2 session. See if you are able to relate the pattern. First question, guys. Start solving. You have solved a similar question 2 minutes back. There is there was a price P, there was a percentage increase X, percentage decrease X. There is X square upon 100 percentage decline, which is rupees 441. The new price is P minus 441. Again, there is X percentage increase and X percentage decrease, X square upon 100. And the final price is 1944.81. Now, see, if I imagine similar manner, I'll say add 441 twice. So you are basically adding 882 to 944. 6, 12 carried over 1, 8, 2. Which answer option? A. But doesn't it seem unfair? It is so far from the answer option given to us. Because in this case, 441 is not a very small number compared to 2000. Do you observe this here? 441 is not a small number. In the previous question, it was 600 rupees compared to 58,806 rupees. 600 is nothing as compared to 58,000, but 441 compared to 2000 is roughly 1/5. Your answer is correct, A, because it needs to be very high number. It needs to be close to 2800. So there's only one answer option. Now observe one more way of thinking here. This will be slightly difficult if you're not able to observe patterns. When the price was P, I perform X percentage increase and X percentage decrease. I lose X square upon 100 percentage, which is given to me as 441. So P into X upon 100 square. Please observe the placement of the square. This 100 will go below, will also become a square. is equal to 440. Leave it there. Now the price is P minus 441 bracket. Now when you perform an increase and decrease of X percentage, you lose this much. You lose this much. And your final value is 1944.8. First of all, are you able to create these equations that I have done for you? Observe. This is the new price, 441 rupees less than P. And this is the amount of decrease. The question is not about amount of decrease. The question is about total decrease. The total value now has become 194.81. Can I say this number, whatever is X is equal to 1%, 2%, 3%, 10%. This number is a multiple of P. Yes, no? Guys, P multiplied by something is equal to 441, yes or no? This number is a multiple of P into something. Now, if this is a multiple of P, this itself is a P, can I say the first bracket must be multiple of P? So this whole number also must be a multiple of. Now observe, what is it a multiple of? The digit sum 8 plus 1 9, 9 plus 4 13, plus 4 17, 17 plus 9 26, plus 1 27. 27 is the digit sum. That means the number is a multiple of 9. Now do you see the addition here also is 9? That proves me P must be multiple of 9. Is this a multiple of 9? Is a multiple of 9? Here I have to check. 2 plus 2, 4, 4 plus 5, 9. 6 plus 2, 8, 8 plus 5, 13. Is 13 a multiple of 9? Only option possible is this. Now for you to be able to think like this, first of all, you need to be able to create these equations. Do you guys need any help with the second equation? How did I create this bracket? Per minus x square upon 100 square. Decrease. If the price is P and you decrease 10%, this is how you decrease 10%, yes? This is the new price. This is the new price. Let me clean the board one more time here and you observe. First of all, X percentage increase and X percentage decrease is equal to X square upon 100 percentage decrease. So price is P. It has decreased by X square upon 100. Please observe upon 100. This is the amount of decrease, which is 441. The new price has become P minus 441. Price after decreases this. Now, this is a percentage here. This is a percentage. You are going to decrease a percentage. How you decrease a percentage? 1 minus R upon 100. This will be upon 100. Upon 100. This will become a square. How do you decrease 10%, 20%, 30%? You decrease in this manner. You decrease in this manner. You decrease in this manner. So I'm putting the percentage on 100 and decreasing it. 1944. Moving on. Now be very careful. It's a caselet. It has got 2 questions attached. Read everything in detail and then we will try. It is better you read it on the class sheet that you have. Read from the class sheet that you have. Shabnam is considering 3 alternatives to invest her surplus cash for a week. She wishes to guarantee maximum returns on her investment. She has 3 options, each of which can be utilized fully or partially in conjunction with others. Option A, invest in a public sector bank. It promises a return of 0.1%. Option B, invest in mutual funds of ABC Limited, a rise in the stock market will result in a return of plus 5%, while a fall will entail a return of minus 3%. Option C, invest in mutual funds of CBA Limited. A rise in stock market will result in a return of minus 2.5%, while a fall will entail a return of plus 2%. Slow down, breathe. Before you read questions, Shabnam has some extra money. She wants to use that money. She has been given three options by her PA or by her banker sheet. She has been told you have three options. One is you put in option A. Forget public sector and all those things. You put in option A. You get what guaranteed return? 0.1%. If you put your money in option B, you could put your entire money in B or partial money in B. Up to you. If the market goes up, you gain 5%. If the market goes down, you lose 3% of money in B. Third option is you invest in another option, another mutual fund. If the market goes up, you lose 2.5%. If the market falls down, you gain 2%. Now, what is Shabnam looking for? Read the first three lines again and again. What is she looking for? There's a word used there. She is looking for guaranteed returns which are maximum. See, if she puts all her money in option B and market goes down, she loses, there are no returns. If she puts all her money in option C and market goes up, she loses money. Because she is looking for guaranteed returns, some return has to be assured. Can I say, see, there are how many ways can I do this? How many ways can Shabnam can do this? Put all money in A, put all money in B, put all money in C, or put money in AB, put money in AC, put money in BC, put money in ABC. How many ways can Shabnam invest her money? He has got 7, 8 options. Can I say putting all money in B and all money in C is not a choice? Because market can go up or go down. Now see, if she splits money between A and B, do you see the loss is too much? How much is the gain in A? 0.1%. And what is the loss in B? 3%. If the market goes down, this does not make sense. If market goes up, this does not make any sense. So basically, what choices does she have? Put all money in A, put money in B and C combined, put money in A, B and C combined. We'll see. We'll see. Can we balance the risk? We'll talk about that. Now think of this. Think of this. Do you guys remember the law of averages? The average always lies between two numbers. Think of this on the board. If I say B and C, somehow I can balance the risk. If B and C can give me 2% return, let us say, will I mix it with A? If A gives me 0.2% and B and C give me more, can I say it will lower the two? I'll put money in B and C. Reverse. If I balance in B and C gives me minus 3% for some reason and A gives me 0.1, will I mix them? No, A will give me all the money. So can I say basically this person Shabnam has two choices. Either put money in A or put money in. Try to observe how did we reach that conclusion. I do not even have to look at answer options to reach it. Again, start from the beginning. Putting all money in B and C is a one. Because market can go up, market can go down. There's no guarantee there. Putting money with AB, AC is gone because A is a very small number, 0.1%, 0.1%. And B and C, there's a gap of 3% and 2.5%. So options are either A only, B and C together, or ABC together. Why am I removing ABC? Because if BC gives me more returns than A, why will I bring in A? If BC gives me less returns than A, why will I bring in A? There are only basically two choices. Put all your money in A or put your money in B and C. How to put, we'll talk about that. Look at the question options. The maximum guaranteed return Shabnam can get is 0.25%, 0.1%, 0.20, 0.15 and 0.3%. We'll come back to this. What strategy will maximize the return? 100% money in A, 36% money in B, 64% money in C, 64% money in B, 36% in C, one third in each, 30 in A, 32 in B, 38 in C. Two questions. So here now I want you to observe and see how we balance risk. Option is all money to A or all money to B or C. Yes, you discussed that there are two options only. All money to A or B and C. Observe, please observe. If I say B rupees are kept in the option B rupees, they are rupees now, and market has gone up. If market goes up, what do I gain? I gain 5% of B. That is the gain. If I invest money C and market has gone up, do I gain or lose money here? Lose. How much? 2.5%. 2.5% of what? See, if market goes up, this is what you will get back. There's a profit in B and there's a loss in. But if the market goes down, you have put money B. Look at this. You will gain money or lose money here? Lose money. How much money will you lose? 3%. Lose means negative. Market has gone down. You have put C money, C rupees in the third scheme. You will gain or lose? How much? 2%. Now, can I say right hand side is the risk when the market goes down? Left hand side is the risk when the market goes up? If I equate both risks, can I say that is the guaranteed return? Whether market goes up or market goes down, you are getting a fixed return. That is what Shabnam is looking for, fixed return. What is common? 100. 100 is gone. Slow down. This comes on this side, it becomes 8B. This goes on the other side, becomes 4.5. Can I say that becomes 16B is equal to 9C? Can I say that makes me feel I'm investing 9 rupees in B and 16 rupees in? Do you guys agree on basics so far? Left hand side is the risk when the market goes up. Right hand side is the risk when the market goes down. I'm equating both risks. So Shabnam will get a guaranteed return. Now, is it a positive or a negative return? I need to check. Now, you pick. You want to use equation 1 or you want to use equation 2? Tell me, which one do you want to use? Because they're both equal. Can I say second one has no decimals? Second one. I'm investing 9 rupees and I'm going to lose 3 rupees on that. Can I say that is minus 27 upon 100? 9 rupees, I've put it here. C is 16 rupees. C is 16 rupees. If I put it here, can I say I will have 32 upon 100? So how much have I got? How much have I got? 5 by 100. Think and very carefully. Is 5 upon 100 the money or the percentage? This is rupees or percentage. When you apply 3 upon 100 in B, you are calculating rupees or percentage. Rupees है Baba, minus 3% of B, that much rupees you have lost. 2% of C, that much rupees you have gained. These are rupees. Now see, how much money did you invest? 9 rupees and 16 rupees. Total investment is 25 into 100. Please observe. This 100 is cancelled. This 5 and 5 cancel. 0 point. Your guaranteed return is 0.2%. Observe your calculations. Is 0.2 more than A or less than A? More than. So why would you put your money in it when you can generate more returns? And by law of averages, and when you bring in A, average girega na? So very clearly look at the right side calculation. At the end, you are basically solving two equations. But understanding how to guarantee return is the key here. Sir, why are you making both equal? I want to balance the risk of profit here and loss here. At the end, sir, why did you divide by 25? Because I want to calculate percentages. I want to know return as a percentage because 9 rupees and 16 rupees are assumptions. So you are pretty much near your answer now. The guaranteed returns are 0.2%. And in the investment scheme, what have you done? You have invested 9 rupees in B and 16 rupees in. So answer both questions. 9 rupees out of 25 would be 36 percentages. So this is your answer for investment. This is your answer for. I would encourage you to share this question with your friends. People who feel arithmetic is very easy, share this with them. So arithmetic based question was solved through equations. That is why we say algebra you need to improve. This is the IIFT problem. The annual production in cement industry is subject to business cycles. Production increases for 2 successive years consistently by 18% and decreases by 12% in the third year. Again, for next 2 years, it increases by 18% and decreases by 12% in the third year. By taking 2008 as a base year, what will be the approximate effect on production in 2012? Does this question sound like successive increase decrease? Yes. Are answer option close in any manner? No. You want to work from 2008 and go up to 2012. Every year, some change is there. What is the change in first year? Plus 18%. What is the change in next year? Plus 18%. What is the change in next year? Minus 12%. What is the change next year? Plus 18%. Even if I do not know very advanced calculations, a plus b plus ab upon 100, if I go for rough addition subtraction, I am able to add these and say that looks like 54%. 54% minus 12%. 18, 18, 18, 3 times 54. 54 minus 12, 42. I will have minimum 42% increase or somewhere nearby. Option. You want to solve it with exact calculations, that is perfectly fine. We can do that. Let us do that. Question is from 2008. You are going to reach 2012. You have to increase 18% twice back to back. And after that, you have to decrease 12% for the third year. This must happen from 2000 to 2012. How many changes are there? 4 changes are there. Let me prove this to you manually. A plus B, 36. A into B, 324. 324 upon 100, 3 point. So the first two are equal to 39.28. Can I say 39.28 is almost 40? This is 40. Now what is their negative? 40 minus 12 minus 480 upon 100, which is basically again 28 minus 4.8, which is roughly 23.2%. Now 23.2, again what is there? Plus 18 plus, can I say 23 looks like 24? Or even if you want to use a calculator, do that. Multiply this with 18. Or 18 looks like 20. That becomes 460 upon 100. This is 41. 41 plus 4, 40. If you want to do it manually, thoroughly, the answer has to match. Because answer options are very, very far. I am able to approximate and test. Roughly speaking. That is only possible when answer options are very far. If one answer option is 42%, 43%, 44, 45, 46. You have to apply AB. Options are so far. See, this is not 37. This is minus 37. This is minus 6. This is a huge gap. Hitesh is working as a sales executive with a reputed FMCG company in Hyderabad. As per company's policy, Hitesh gets a commission of 6% on the sales up to 1 lakh rupees. and 5% on the sales in excess of this amount. Kailash remits 2,65,000 to the FMCG company after deducting his commissions. His total sales were worth. When he is remitting the money to the company after taking away his commission, can I say his sale must be more than the money he is giving to the company? He is earning 6% on some amount, and then he is earning 5% after that. So can I say the money he is giving to the company is after taking away commission? So his sale must be more than what he is giving to company. How many options are more than 2,65,000? Two. So either this is the answer or this is the answer. Now think very carefully. I am going to take 6% of 1 lakh rupees and the remaining 1,90,000 and 526. I am going to take 5% of this. Will it lead to an integer value 00 in that? When you calculate 5% of 526, will it lead to 3 zeros in the end? Now, what kind of logic or reasoning is this? If this is the money he has got, total money he has got as sales, on 1 lakh rupees he is earning 6,000. So 6,000 he is supposed to subtract. So, you know, and whatever remains, 1,90,000 something, he is supposed to subtract 5%. When he subtracts 5%, you are observing here 3 zeros in the end. Will this lead to 3 zeros? 526 into 5. Will it lead to 3 zeros in the end? No. यहीं पर आपका 3 0 आ गया ना, 306. You're going to add with some numbers here which are not zero. The answer has to be. You want to solve it thoroughly? Let us do that. How do you solve it thoroughly? Observe. You need to learn both approaches. What if there are no answer options? What if the question now in the cat is theta? Theta means type in the answer. I'm imagining he has made a sale of X lakh rupees or X rupees. On 1 lakh, he takes 6% money. So if he takes 6% money, can I say he is giving back company 94% of this? On X minus 1 lakh rupees, the excess amount. He is taking what amount of money out of this? His commission is 5%. So can I say he is returning 95% back to the company? And both these sums are equal to 2,65,000. You need to be careful with calculations. These two zeros I cancel. This becomes 94,000. I will have to subtract 94,000. That makes it 1,765,000. 94 and 4 will be subtracted. So this will become. Is this correct? You'll have to perform calculations on your own. 94,000 subtracted from this. 90,000 subtracted is 1717. This will be 1710. This will be 171000. 171000. And that is equal to 95% of X minus 1 lakh. Now you will need a calculator. Cross multiply both, you will have the value of X into Right. Is the answer. Take a calculation. One lakh 71,000. Check the calculation. First things first. Don't apply A plus B plus C formula here because these are known fractions. 12.5% is 1 by 8. You are looking for increase, so that becomes 9 by 8. 12.5% is 1 by 8. You're looking for decrease, so that becomes 7 by 8. Now, 6.66% is what ratio? 1 by 50. You're looking for what? Increase. The value becomes 16 by 50. We have talked about these ratios in the last few lectures. And this is the final change. The numerator is the final value and denominator is the initial value. So 8 is cancelled here twice. Can you cancel anything further? This is cancelled here 4 times. This is cancelled here 3 times and 5. The numerator is 21 and the denominator is 20. How much more do we have? 1 more on 20. 1 more on 20 is 5%. That is, be careful. The last sentence is little tricky. There are 3 consecutive changes. Find the 4th percentage change which will bring the price back to the original or initial. So do you remember the first one was 9 by 8, second one was 7 by 8, next one was 16 by 15. I have no idea what is the 4th one, but I want the price to be back to the same. Can I say something that becomes same or returns to same did not change? If something does not change, it will become 1 by. If the final value and initial value both are same, can I say the ratio will be 1 by 1? So here, simply if you cross and cancel, it was 21 upon 20 into x is equal to 1. So the last change should be 20 upon 21. Can I say there is one number less on 21? Now be careful. That is one number less upon 3 and 7. 1 upon 7 is how much? 14.2. So 14.28 divided by 3. That is 4.76%. 1 by 21 is 4.76%. That is the question. What should be the last change to bring back the sum to the original? Bring back the money to the let's move on. Length, breadth, and height of a room are in the ratio 3:2:1. If the breadth and height are halved, length is doubled, then the total area of four walls of the room will remain same, will decrease by 13.64%, will decrease by 15%, will decrease by 18.75%, will decrease by 30%. What are you doing? You are making some things half and you are making some things double. We can go into decimals to answer this. We can try and work with integers and still manage to answer this. 4 walls will have an area equal to height multiplied by length plus breadth twice. Is this correct? How do you calculate area of a wall? See, if I look at the floor will have two dimensions. One is length and one is breadth. Now, when I create a wall with a height h, can I say this area will be h into L? This area here will be h into B. This area here will again be h into B, and this will be h into L. So h into L is available twice and h into B is available twice. Can I say this is the area of all walls? Is this correct? And you can directly go with these numbers 3, 2 and 1. Out of these, length is the first number, breadth is the second number, and height is the third number. Can I say the first two are added? 5 multiplied by height, which is 1, multiplied by 2. So currently the area of all walls is 10. What have you done? You have made the breadth and height half. So this 2 into height has become half and breadth has become half. Which of these numbers is breadth? This one. This has become half. What have you done with the length? Length has been doubled. Which is the length? First one. First one is the length has been doubled, which makes it, can I say cancelled? The new area of the walls is 4. Wall is 7. Earlier the area was 10. Now the area is 7. What according to you is the percentage decrease? Done. Your job is done. That is volume. The surface area of walls. By what percentage has the area of the walls changed? It has decreased by 30%. Pay very close attention to what variables have increased and what will decrease. Now, I'll share with you one question which is being solved incorrectly online on the board. It was in this manner. For a rectangle, length has increased by 20 percentages and breadth has increased by 10 percentages. Which one of the following could be the change in its perimeter? Could be. Which one of the following could be the change in its perimeter? Length of the rectangle has increased by 20 percentages. Breadth of rectangle has increased by 10 percentages. What could be the change in its perimeter? I wanted to write this down as a question. Ask your friends. See if they have any rule for this. Will A plus B plus AB upon 100 work here? Will A plus B plus AB upon 100 work here? That formula works when things are multiplied. In calculating the perimeter, are you multiplying length and breadth? So the formula A plus B plus AB by 100 does not work here. But if you calculate the perimeter, it is twice of length plus, and I've told you, when you are adding 2 or 3 components, we always calculate what average? Weighted average on the board. What is the average of 20 and 10? 15 is the average. You tell me, is length more in a rectangle or a breadth more? Length. Can I say the percentage will move towards length? So it will be between 15 and 20. Which answer option is that? 16. The answer is 16. Now, how are people solving this online? The method is incorrect. I'll show you. And I can show this to you. There's a platform of very large number of people. Somebody recently shared a screenshot with me. The method is wrong. What they've done is, see, the area is length into breadth. So area has increased by area has increased by 32%, because area has increased by 32% and perimeter has 2 in front of it. So the perimeter will increase by half. It's like आज मंगलवार है तो option D है. Like, oh, what reasoning is there? Why are you making it half? Why are you using A plus B plus AB upon 100? It is not even related there. So that is why you should ask questions to experts who know about that. तो ऐसा करेगा जरूर टूटना. The question is why or which could be the answer. Because the average of 20 and 10 is 15, length is larger in a rectangle, the percentage will be going towards length. It should be above 15 and between 20. 15 and 20 ke beech mein. There's only one option. This reasoning is like connecting all the MRIs in the India so that the infra improves in medical sector. Right. Levi, Louis Philippe and UBC. UC भी होना चाहिए, United Colors of Benton, but UBC. There are only 3 competitors in clothing market. Last year, the sales of the firm LP were 10% more than Levi. In a year, both the firms Levi and LP increased their respective sales by 20%. This year, sales of the firm LP are 5 times of UBC. How much were the sales of UBC in last year if total sales remain constant over the 2 years period? Be very careful. There are too many changes happening between three terms or three variables. In the clothing market, there are three competitors: Levi, LP, and UBC. Last year, sales of the LP were 10% more than Levi. I do not know what is the sale of UBC in the last year. In a year, both the firms, Levi and LP, increased their respective sales by 20%. This year, sales of LP firm are 5 times of UBC. How much were the sales of the firm UBC last year if total sales remained constant over? And you see, answer options are very weird. 25 I can understand is a multiple of 5, I can use 100. 46 I cannot use 100, and the other two are even further very weird numbers: 40.44 and 38.67. How should we approach this problem? Total market is fixed, total market is not changing. So see, in this case I am making assumptions, but how? Here Levi, LP and UBC are there. I am going to create data for 2 years and equate which firm is more. LP is more, 10% more than what? Levi. Can I say if Levi had a sale of 100, LP will have a sale of 110? So yeah, I have no idea how much is UBC because I do not know this. I do not know how much is total sales. But next year, Levi and LP both increased by 20%. What is 20% of this? 120. What is 20% of this? 22. We are on the right path so far. Here, here, the sales of the firm LP were 5 times of UBC. So can I think reverse and say, if this number is 5 times of UBC, UBC must be divided by 5 to get this. Divide this number by 5. Divided by 5 is 2. That 30 goes up 6 point. Now can I say all these combined are the total sales? Now if I go back, can I say the addition of these numbers is 210. Addition of these numbers is 252. 210, 252. They gained 42. This 42 they must have stolen from UBC because everything is fixed. You can add all three numbers and subtract the other two, or I'm saying apply common sense. This is a 252, this is 210, the gap is 42. How did they gain 42? By stealing from UBC. Can I say if I add 42 it becomes 68.4? The question is 68.4 is what percentage of all three combined? 68.4 is what percentage of all three combined? 210 plus 68 is 278.4 into 100. That is my answer. You will need a calculator to answer this faster, better. If you solve this question by assuming every variable as A, B, C, you'll end up solving 5 to 6 equations. Total sales are same. If you are not able to keep up with the deviation, what you do is you add these numbers and you subtract the other two, you get the sale of third. See, because the market is fixed, whatever gain is there for Levi and LP, it is on the cost of other. If they are gaining total 42 points, they must have taken 42 points from someone else because total is constant. What answer? Guys, who has completely calculated? 20? Exact R 25? A cold drink company has only two products, A and B, currently in the market, which make up all of its sale, in which A is 40%. In second year, company introduced a third drink C, which ends up capturing 20% of its market, and sale of A and B declines in proportion to their total sales last year. In third year, the company introduces a new drink D, which ends up 20%, which ends up 20% of its market of drinks. A, B, and C lose the market share in proportion to their last year's sale. What is the market share of A and C as a percentage of D and D? Assume total sales are constant since the company started. This question is somewhat similar to the last one, but there is one key difference. Every year, there is a new product entering the market, and that product is capturing market. That product is taking away certain percentage. And when that happens, the previous products lose market. And how do they lose market? There's a key hint given. The decline is proportional to their total sales of the last year. Look at the board. Are you able to see some pattern here? I've deliberately tried to show you a pattern. See, earlier the sale of A was 40% and there is one more product B. So B must have 60% sale. The ratio is what? 2 by 3. Now when a new product enters, that product has captured 20% market. And your statement was A and B will lose the market in ratio of 2 by 3. So when you divide 20 in the ratio of 2 by 3, do you see it is 8 and 12? Yes or no? Now here's your twist. Observe. Printing mistake है वहाँ पे. A का 40% is not given. Do correct कर दो. A has a market share of 40%. So the key thing I'm trying to show you here is once you write down everything from the board, I'll explain you the key observation here. If two numbers are in the ratio of x and y, and you want to decrease both in the same ratio, the ratio will always remain x and y. Do you see 32 and 48 are still in the ratio of 4 by 6? 8 into 4, 8 into 6. नहीं. A was 40, B was 60. The ratio is 2 by 3. When 20% comes in, how can you break 20% in 2 by 3? Observe that part. 2 by 5 into 20 is 8. 3 by 5 into 20 is 12. So that is 8 and 12 decrease. Observe now. Can I say 8 is 20% of this and 12 is 20% of this? Yes or no? So when a 20% market capture comes, individually they both decrease by 20%. Observe now again. When D comes into the market, D captures 20%. Now this 20% I am supposed to divide as 8, 12 and 5. Yes, no? It says in the previous ratio you must divide the loss. So this becomes 8 upon. What is the addition of these three? 25. 8 upon 25 into 20. That turns out to be 32 upon 5. So from 32, I am decreasing 32 upon 5. Can I say from the number I am decreasing 20%? Again, second one. What is the market share here? 12. So 12 upon 25 into 20 is the decrease. 12 upon 25 into 20 is the decrease, which is again 45 by 48 by 5. Which is again what percentage? 20. What I am trying to tell you or explain you here is, if you distribute the loss in the same proportion, you are distributing everything as 20% loss. Even now we have not reached the answer yet. It's a slightly advanced problem. If you are able to observe the pattern, this is what you could have done. A was 40, B was 60 in the year 1. In the year 2, can I say 20% loss means 80% calculation? This is what you should have written. Your job will be done. Now please look at your notebook. Was this the value of A and B in the next year? 4 into 40 by 5, that is equal to 32. That is the value of A. 4 into 60 by 5, that is equal to how much? 48. That is value of B. What is value of C? C has just entered the market. Now when you go to the year 3, I am saying it will again decrease by 20%. When you decrease it by 20%, it will again become 4 by 5 of 32. 32 is 32, yes, no. And this will become 4 by 5 of 48. Can I say this will also become 4 by 5 of what? 20. That is the share of C. And what is share of D now? So in this manner, you can calculate the share of what? A and C together. What is A and C together? Look at this. This is how much? This is 6.4. 6.4 into 4, that is 25.2, 25.6. That is share of A. What is share of C? Share of C is 16. That is A plus. What is share of B and D? Look at this. This is equal to how much? This is 48 into 4. 192 upon 5. 192. That is 30 times 150. 42. 8 point plus 20. This is share of B and we want to know A and C is what percentage of B and D. So you have to simply multiply 100 now. 41.6 is how many percentage of 58.4? Now can I say this question sounds more like DI? So such caselets are created in data interpretation. I can create a complete caselet around it. Give me an answer. 21%. The idea is whatever was their original ratio, if you take away 20%, they will both individually decrease by 20%. Isn't this the same thing you have done in the previous question? If there's a new market entry which takes 20% of market and the other two lose the same proportion, they'll both lose 20% each. And the third case again a 20% entry comes in. So all three of them will lose 20% each. 71.2 should be the answer.